Hello. More Slay the Spire today. Now you may notice that I've unlocked a few things. That's because I've been playing a bit offline. I even managed to beat the game as the Silent. Only once though. But I did manage to do it. So today, I'm not going to be playing the Silent again. I thought I would go with the Defect. Actually, I kind of want to do the Necro Binder just because the first game didn't have it and it's new. We'll start with a Defect run and see how it goes, and then go with the Necro Binder for the second one. I have played it once, but I don't even remember what the gimmick of the guy is. To start out, honestly, probably either Pomander or Scroll Boxes. Upgrading a card is pretty powerful because these two become free when upgraded. However, because I'm not sure what kind of build I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to take the card packs. So let's take a look at what we get here. Double energy simply doubles my energy and exhausts. Okay, that's simple enough. Deal 3 damage, increase the damage of all claw cards by 2 this combat. Interesting. Deal 9 damage, gain a focus this turn. Okay. So those don't really go into any specific build. Let's see this. 2 orb slots. At the start of the next 2 turns, channel a lightning. And 7 block next turn, gain energy. I think I'm going to take this because it at least gives potential for a lightning build. Or any orb build, really. So I'm going to go with that. And then, because I don't have any money, I might as well not take the shops. So I think I'm going to go up and take this right path here, since the other two enter a shop. And I would not like to waste my turns there. Or my rounds, or floors, or whatever they're called. Alright. So right off the bat, I'm going to take damage, because I can't defend for enough. We'll defend for 5 though. And so the way that this guy works, the way the Defect works, I'm just going to explain this very quickly now, is that you have these orb slots. You start with 3, but you can get more with powers like Capacitor. And what you do is you channel orbs into them, meaning you put them into your first empty slot. The first empty slot means the rightmost. And sorry, it's not the rightmost. It's the leftmost. Or it is the rightmost that is open. And when it is full, it goes into the leftmost, and all the others shift over, and the rightmost is evoked. And so when an orb is in a slot, it does the passive at the end of every turn. And when it is evoked, it does the evoke, and then it's removed. So for example, lightning, at the end of every turn, it deals passive damage. But when evoked, it deals a lot of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to hit him for 6 with strike. And as you can see, both of the lightnings were channeled. Or not channeled, sorry. They did their passive, basically. And here, I'm going to charge my battery. just so that I block for enough. And then I'm going to go ahead and strike and evoke twice. Now, it is important to note here, these are not affected by weakness. But they are they do affect other things, but just not weakness. Sorry, they are affected by other things, just not weakness. I do not know how to talk today. Iteration could be good, because it means that if I encounter somebody who gives a lot of status cards, that I have extra card draw. The problem is that could just make me draw more status cards, which could kill me. So I don't know if that's really something that I want, but I suppose it is optional to play it. Dark is an interesting orb because it gets more powerful the longer it stays passive, and then when it's evoked, it deals all that damage at once. So I'll take a I'll take that for now. I might get rid of it later. I don't know. Here, let's block for enough. And this also channels a lightning every turn. I should have used charge battery instead of the normal defense so that I would get an extra energy next turn. But it is too late. I'm going to go ahead and add orb slots as well, instead of just normally striking. That way I can have more passives going on at once. I'll go ahead and play the darkness and then block. And as you can see, this thing is going to start upgrading itself over time. I do need to actually channel it though. Now here defending, I don't think it's worth it. I think I just need to hope that this guy dies. He does. Okay, good. And then you just die from the passive lightnings. Okay, so the darkness orbs didn't even do anything there. But they might later on. I'll take another charge battery because it is simply a better block. I do, however, need to enter a shop to remove some of my worst blocks. My normal defense. Okay, so let's defend, let's do a darkness, and let's evoke that twice. Just to deal a good amount of damage right off the bat. Again, I'm going to block, and I'm actually going to do this as well. And then just hit for 6. And here, gonna block again, hit you twice. I cannot actually guarantee you die. Okay, you did though. That's lucky of me. Otherwise, I would have taken damage. You do die here. So again, the darkness didn't do anything. Thunder is good for me because I channel a lot of lightning. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. And you know what? I'm feeling good. Let's take the elite. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so immediately I'm going to block. Which also makes me channel lightning. And I'm going to go ahead and evoke the lightning orb as well. So, let's go ahead and channel a dark. I do end up taking 5 more damage than I otherwise would have, but I think it might be worth it. And you do still have 6 to take, so I'll go ahead and use it. If you didn't, I would have just taken the extra energy for next turn. I guess I'm just gonna block. Might as well play everything again. Alright. I could play this. And actually I might as well. The thing about this guy is that would have done a hell of a lot. However, you can only take a max of 6 damage, or 20 damage a turn. So that is a shame. Alright. When you play a power gain energy, this basically makes all energy free. Or all powers free. Or at least all 1 cost energy powers free. Shadow Shield is interesting though, because while it is 2 cost, it does channel a dark for a bunch of block. So it does do 2 things for those 2 costs. I think I'm going to take Subroutine though. I do have a few powers. So let's go ahead and play it. And then I might as well play my other one. At least the other one that I drew. And here I will channel a darkness. And then evoke that twice. Not the darkness. The lightning, obviously. Gain the block. And you know what? Let's also channel a lightning. And you die here, yes? Oh, no. You die there. Because it's at the start of the turn, not the end. I see. Buffer is goated. I'm going to take that. Now it is only effective against 1 hit dudes, not due to hit twice or more than once. But it can still be very powerful. I'm going to go ahead and block here. And then play some setup cards. So that guy's dead now, which is good to see. I don't think I should have played that, because now it pretty much guarantees I'm not going to be able to evoke the darkness. Unless I get a lucky draw here, that I did not get. There you go. Alright. Another thunder is good. Start each combat with 3 thorns. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and rest here, and then at the next one, after this combat, depending on how this combat goes, I might upgrade instead. Neither of you are attacking, so I don't need to defend. I'm just gonna hit the guy in front because he's weaker. And it's better to kill the guy faster. He also happens to be hitting for more this turn. Okay, so I can block for enough. However, that is not something I should rely on, because they do get more powerful over time, as you can see by these feathers, which adds strength every turn. Might as well play this, and this, and this, and in fact, I might as well play it all. You die. Gain a bit of block. Then I might as well just evoke. Oh, you die. I didn't realize you would die. That's interesting. I don't know how that happened. Whatever. Here I'm gonna rest again. I'm not gonna upgrade. Now, unfortunately, due to the path I took, I am gonna be forced into an elite fight here. Go ahead and take War Paint. And actually, that was a really good upgrade. That was really lucky of me because it didn't do any of the regular defense. It only did the better ones. I'm an idiot. Should have played this first. It's too late now. Actually, it's not too late now. Save Scum the Fight. Because I made a mistake. There we go. And then we block, and I guess let's just hit you because I can drink this potion. Alright. I got no way to block. So I am going to make you weak. Just so that I take a little less damage. How did I get 7 block? I played Lightning Rod. That's how. I'm an idiot and forgot that gave block. Alright. Are there any more powers to play? There is, yes, and that is a good power. However... Actually, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just drink the energy potion as well. And you are stunned now, which is good. Let's go ahead and take buffer as well. Just in case. Doesn't seem like you're actually going to be able to hit me again, though. Yep. Every time you play an attacker skill, upgrade it for the remainder of combat. That is certainly something. Whenever I create a status card, well, that's not very often because I don't create status cards in this deck, or in this run anyway. Here, I will actually go ahead and use, I will upgrade. Now, what I'm going to upgrade, I'm not sure. Subroutine for free is absurd. I take that every day of the week. So this is the guy who is going to hit me all at once at the end. Which means I probably want to save buffer until then if possible. Of course, it might not be possible. But we shall see. Okay. Subroutine, obviously, I play that. And then... I might not even make it far enough, given how that round went, in order to use... use buffer for what I want to use it for. I do actually block for enough this turn. I need to hope, though, that I get buffer on the turn I need it. Or the turn before. If I channel a lightning here, you die. Okay, so you're gonna be stunned. I need to get buffer here. If I don't, I'm cooked. Of course I didn't get it. Do I even win? No, I lose this. You deal too much damage. Wait. What's your upgrade? 17 plus 16 is 33. I still die. Damn you, buffer. Alright. Let's go with the Necro Binder now. Oh, so this is the, I remember now, based on the description. This person has a pet, or this person is a summoner. So they summon a pet that absorbs damage, and can also, depending on the card, deal damage, and all sorts of stuff. You'll see. Let's obtain a rare card. Deal 11 damage X times. Interesting starting card. I'm not sure if I want to go to the shop this early, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just because. So, this is my summon, Asti, who will always be summoned at the start of the turn if he isn't there. And anything... Actually... I don't have anything here that would do it. This scales with the amount of HP Asti has. There are cards with summon, and when you have summon, if Asti isn't there, it summons Asti. That's what this does, is it summons one. And if Asti, it summons Asti with this much HP, and if he isn't there, the max HP is raised by 5. Now I could just kill the guy in the back here. And when I block, it blocks Asti too. Just so you know. Oh, I messed up. I did. I messed up. Okay, it's fine. I just need to block an extra turn now. Hopefully kill you this turn. Yep. Okay. At the end of the enemy turn, if it has at least as much Doom as HP, it dies. Let's see how that goes. And since I'm going for Doom, I mean, why not, right? And then, let's get rid of a normal strike. Something I have learned last weekend. Maybe it was the weekend before that. No, it was definitely last weekend. Thanks to a chatter, is that it's usually worth it to remove your starting cards even at the start of the game. How much Doom do you have? 15? Well, if I hit you here, you die. Or, okay, I misunderstood how that works. It's the end of the enemy turn, not the start. So it is not like poison. Okay, that is good to know. Deathbringer is crazy. So the thing about Doom, though, is that it actually means that I need to block while doing it. So negative pulse is actually pretty good. Because it blocks. Now I do take 5 damage here. But you die. Nothing here that I want, so I'm going to go ahead and skip. A lot of ethereal cards, which is interesting. I guess let's take Defy. And smith something. Light Strike is pretty good upgraded. Because it's effectively 4 extra damage. This guy's gonna die at the end of his turn. And then I just need to worry about this dude, who actually doesn't attack, he just tries to leave, and that should be stoppable. Oh, wait a minute. Nah, you just leave, don't you? Because it's the end of the turn, so you just leave before you die. That's interesting. Okay, well I lost a bunch of money from that then. 3 Doom to myself? No thank you. We'll take another of these, though. And upgrade it. Do I want Grave Garden? Probably not, is my thought process. So I'm just going to leave, because I can't afford to remove a card. Let's go ahead and block, and then Light Strike. And then Light Strike again. And block. You should die here. Yep. Very good. I could take another Blight Strike. And you know what? I think I will. Not gonna take the Elite, though. I'm not that confident. I'm not gonna take another Blight Strike. I might take another negative pulse, though. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, so I'm just cooked then. Because there is a 0% chance that I live this. I guess let's block and then apply weak because... Well, I could do this. Which is better. At least block-wise. Okay, so here... Want to block. I'm actually going to summon as well because it effectively acts as additional block. And then hit you with another Blight Strike. And you're going to try to heal. Nothing I can do against that, though. I think that's the way to deal the most damage there. No more plating, which is a shame, and I didn't draw many defense. So Osti is gonna die here. I am slowly whittling him down. I don't know if I'm gonna win this though, because at the end, again, I need to block for enough. I need defense. Throw a weakness potion as well. And... Are you... Okay, you're finally going to actually die here. However, there is still this. You're stunned this turn. So it doesn't actually do anything for me. To do anything. So I just need to end turn. And then... try to block for enough. How did... I'm confused. How did you end up dealing more? Well, I should live this, is the good news. Just barely, but I do. Necromastery is interesting. I will take it despite not having an Austie build. Just because it's interesting. Doubles block gained from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. What does that mean? What does it mean for a relic to go to sleep? I don't know, but I'll take the tears. I'm realizing now this might have been the worst of 2 paths. Actually, no, it's not bad. Okay. Fly Doom, attack. Immediately taking damage on the first turn is not a good sign. And you die here. So I don't think there's anything here that I want. Should be noted here that I do not have anywhere near access to all of the cards available for this dude. What's 14 times 3? It is 42, and that doesn't kill. That's a shame. But what if I have strength? It does kill. And the plating blocks. And then I guess I just attack. Although most of that wasn't even attacking. And you're just gonna die when your turn ends. Exterminate or squash? Probably exterminate. Because it's just more damage and to all enemies, so it's a AoE attack. I'll be honest. I think Eradicate is just the move here. That's a lot of damage. You die. Okay, that's Interesting. Because if I remember correctly, usually you would have already come back. So I guess if you die at the end of your turn, you don't. Oh, because you've already done your action, I guess, is the reasoning. I see. I can't block anyway. So I'm going to be taking a lot of damage, but you're dead now, so it's fine. Ish. Still really low on health. Like, way too low. Well. Okay, so you need to take how much more damage? Like 24. So this is definitely not going to be enough. Oh, I am way too low on health. I did not realize how low I was. You're dead, though, at least. What are you? Shuffle all your cards into your draw pile and draw 5 cards. I see. Well... I definitely need a rest here. No doubt about that. Definitely do not want decay. Oh, cool. Cards containing strike. Which is like 3 cards. Epic and cool. That doesn't do very much unless you're playing as the Ironclad, I don't think. Oh great, it's a fight. I was hoping I could avoid a fight. It's not bad. Oh. The doom wears off of these guys. That's a shame. I was hoping that they would be dead. Okay, well, I can do it again. But now I need to block for him. Which is far more block than I can do, I think. Actually, I might have done enough. I did. That's crazy. least they're dead now. I do need to live through this, though. Which, easier said than done. You're not even dead. Okay, here you should be dead. And then I just need to block. There we go. Very good. Alright. I don't think any... if you apply Doom this turn, gain block 2 additional times. That is crazy for my build, and I take that every day of the week. Oh my god. I do need to rest, though. What was that card called, just so I know what to look for? Death's Door. Yeah. Okay. Now these guys do have artifacts, so they are going to negate the Doom, which is a big shame. Honestly, I'm gonna do this again so that I can hopefully get more blocking cards. No? Okay, then... that's gonna have to do. I think you give me dazed. Okay. Well, the main goal here is just to stay alive. Which is easier said than done. You're dead now, though, so that is a good step in the right direction. 14 times 3 is how much damage? I already did the calculation before, but I forgot. It is 42, and you don't do enough. Okay. Then I need to block again. Weak doesn't hurt either. And then I guess there's this. And you just die here. Very good. No. Drain power is interesting. However, it doesn't go with any of my builds, so I'm not going to take it. Okay, a shop with 900 coins. So first of all, I get rid of a defend. Because I have plenty of other defenses. And then... ooh, toolbox is interesting. I do want another Death's Door, that's for sure. And then... I mean, I might as well... take both of these, right? Like, it can't hurt. What's up next? An elite. Or, actually, it's not an elite if I just go the other way. So, I'm not going to take any potions. I'll save my money. Alright. Choose one of 3 random cards to add into your hand. It costs 0 energy this turn. Exhaust. Or deal 15 damage. Deals 5 additional damage for each unique debuff on the enemy. I'll just take Discovery. And then play it just to see what I get. Add replay to a card in your hand. It costs an extra energy. No. 4 damage. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. Might as well. Just because it's exhaust anyway. What I want to do though is preferably. Actually, doesn't really matter if I keep that around or not, so I'm just not going to. Let's start by dealing damage. And it doesn't matter what I choose here. I really just took it for the 4 damage. And the fact that I wouldn't clog my deck. I say with, 20 cards in my deck as if that's not clogging it, but you get the point. Maybe. I don't know if you do get the point. I don't really get the point. If I play Doom here, then this, I get a whole bunch of block, and then I block again, and yeah. I didn't even need to do that last block, did I? Nope, but it's fine anyway. Do this, and I'm blocking for well more than enough. So I might as well just hit you with that. You're gonna die this turn. Let's go, you're not even attacking. Get rended, idiot. Mods, rend this man. Alright. Unfortunately, this is not optional, so I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have taken it. However, I think Shockwave because it exhausts. And weakness and vulnerable are decent as well. Alright, and I'm also going to throw the power to demise at you. What is the debuff you get? Oh, it's this guy. Yeah. Well, taking damage shouldn't be too bad. I do have a lot of block. That is until I suddenly don't. But, all's well that ends poorly and all that. Alright. Block, Doom. Doom. Just get a lot of Doom out there. I just noticed that my phone is not charging, which is weird because it should have been, but whatever. You're just gonna debuff me again, so more Doom. Okay, so Death's Door doesn't work here because I can't apply Doom. So I just need to defend the old-fashioned way. I will still play Death's Door, but it does not give any extra. Guys, I'm starting to think I might be cooked here. just an inkling that I have, though. What the hell am I doing? I just killed myself. I'm just kidding. I actually had no way to block. So yeah, I do just lose. Very epic. Alright. Well, at least I unlocked something. Okay, so those are just decent generic relics. They're not limited to any specific character. And then, who is worthy to enter the exalted Spire? The capital gathers the most brilliant, formidable, and courageous from all the lands. 12 explorers formed an expedition and advanced inside to make history. None made it back. Placeholder. Hey guys, I think that they left the placeholder image in the game. Just an inkling. It's fine though. It looks cool regardless. I wouldn't have noticed if that text wasn't even there. Oh, a bunch of Doom synergy. Oh, well, I wish I had that last time. There's actually a bunch of placeholder images. I'm just noticing that now. Are they all placeholders? No, this one isn't. Oh. I can't believe I didn't notice this before. This is a placeholder, but it looks so good. I think I just thought it was the aesthetic. I'm not gonna lie, because there's so many. I just thought it was the normal art style for these. But I guess this is the art style that they're going with, and they just haven't finished. Which is fair. It is early access, after all. I really want to ask my brother if he's down to play multiplayer with me. But that is not for today. Let's go back with the Necro Binder. The Act 1 boss drops 2 relics. Let's upgrade instead, though. Let's upgrade Bodyguard. I'm gonna go with an Austie build. Hopefully. If it comes, that is. Alright, so let's go ahead and summon and then block. And my goal here is to simply keep Austie at full health for Unleash, which will scale. I have Unleash again. And I will do it. You're knocked out now, so I can just hit you with strikes. And then hopefully I can kill you this turn. If not, I might be cooked. I can't, but what I can do is just strike you. And then you'll damage Austie, but not me, so it's fine. And then I can just hit you. Very good. This card costs 0 if Austie has attacked. Well, it is Austie synergy, so I'll take it. I do need other Austie attacks, though. Full aggro is interesting, but I don't know why it costs 2. It doesn't seem like a 2 cost thing. What's the upgrade? It doesn't seem 2 cost, but whatever. Sikkim is good. However, between Sikkim and removing a card, which one do I want to do? Ooh, I think I remove a strike. I think it is. I think that's the move, and then I'll do full aggro as well. Just, I'm not fully sure why, because I did just say it wasn't worth it. But whatever, it's too late now. Let's go ahead and summon and then block. And again, my goal is to keep Asti at full health with this. And obviously keeping him at full health isn't necessarily the most important thing, but it is still important-ish. You know, -1 health isn't bad, but if he goes back to 0, then that is a problem. And I can just kill you here. I was about to do another setup turn, but that would have been a misplay. Fetch isn't bad, so I'll take it. It's also another way that Asti deals damage, which is good for flatten. So let's go ahead and draw that card here. Okay, a regular defense. Well, let's go ahead and summon. And I think full aggro is honestly the play here, despite it costing 2. So I do kind of get why it exists now, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been able to play that flatten even once, so I'm starting to think taking it might have been the bad idea. You're not attacking though, so I might as well play it there. But I'm not going to count that play because it wasn't actually like its purpose. You can die here. Exhaust 1 card from your draw pile. I don't think that's worth it. So I'm going to skip this, and I'm at full health, so I'm going to upgrade here. Asti deals 6 damage, or +3, +3, +4, but it's 2 cost, or plus effectively 3 block, but it's 2 cost. This isn't really 2 cost though, although I haven't been able to play it the way that I would like. I will eventually later. So I'll go ahead in that. And here the shop is useless because I don't have much money. And I'm still not confident in the elite, so I'll take a regular fight. Whenever you deal unblocked attack damage, you gain strength. Interesting. So I assume they are going to gain strength here. Yeah. Damage to Asti counts. Okay, well. That is a shame. I'm actually going to use the fire potion then just to get you killed earlier. I do need to block here. And then I guess just unleash. And then Uh... You die. Very good. I don't need any of this. So I'm not going to take any of it. This is a very tempting path. Because it gives a lot. There is an elite in it, but I think that I will be fine with it. Oh, if you continue on, you fight 2 more elites. But I can dodge that if need be. So I am going to try this path. Upgrade a card. Let's upgrade Unleash. I play it quite a lot, so I think that's worth it. Even if it doesn't upgrade the part of it that makes it good. I do still think it's worth it. I dealt no damage to you that turn. So this dude's gimmick is kind of the antithesis of what I go for. Because you can't take more than a certain amount of damage each turn. No, you're not attacking me here. Unleash maxes it out. I need to block here. How is it that I never draw flatten on the same turn as the cards that I need to draw it with? Like, that's genuinely impressive. Well, that was an unfortunate round. I just need to start dealing damage, even if it deals more to Asti. Oh, finally, I get it on the same turn, okay. But on this fight, it's useless. See? Played it because it didn't matter, but... might as well block and then attack, even though it doesn't do anything to attack into a block. That is the first blood I've drawn all around, which is kind of crazy. I'm gonna take damage here, but I need to just do it. I need to just be dealing damage. Alright. Now here, I'm going to block for as much as I can, which isn't as much as I would like to, by the way. But I'm doing that because I can. So I was going to say I'm doing that so that I could, you know, actually win this turn, but then I didn't draw the cards that I need to do that. Hopefully I get them this turn, though. Nope, I did not, and I'm taking a huge amount of damage. Oh boy. Starting to regret not playing the regen potion. I was debating it in my head, but I figured that I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't be this low on health. But then again, it became that low on health. Barry is 4 energy. I don't have any way to play that. I skipped. What did I get? Every 5 cards you add to your deck, heal 15 HP. Start each combat with additional energy. Here I'm not going to rest, only because I have the regen potion. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade full aggro and then move on. And I'm not going to take the elite. Go ahead and take the regen potion so that it has as much time as possible to activate. You are not enough. You are. That is enough block. So I go ahead and just attack normally. Okay. And then I can attack with Austy and then flatten. If I do it in this order, though... I can kill both. Unfortunately, you're not dead, so you are going to attack Austy, but I don't take any damage. So it's fine. You're going to summon your friends back. I don't want that to happen. So despite the regen not being full, I am just going to finish it off. Putrefy is an interesting card, but I don't think it goes well with my deck, so I'm not going to take it. Okay, so you start with plating. It does decrease every turn. But I think my goal here is to get Unleashed to do a bunch of damage by summoning a whole lot. What is 17 times 3? Not enough. And then just playing Gigantification. I should have Unleashed. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute fool for that. You're not attacking me. But I do want to summon more. So I am going to up that. You have strength now. That's not what I like to see. Let's summon for more. Summon for EOL. Actually, it doesn't matter. But, wait. It is still more than these two put together. So it's worth it. Alright. You deal 32. I'm not even going to use this potion. I don't think I need it. I'm going to say that and then immediately regret it, aren't I? Yeah, it's looking like it. I'm just going to let you power through it. Hit Austy, I don't care. I'll kill you this turn. Hopefully. Yep, there we go. Invoke is good. Yes, please. Alright. Let's see here. I'll attack the guy in the middle because he deals the most damage here. And actually, I think I just want him dead. You both are stunned. So you are gaining strength. However, if I manage to kill one of these guys again this turn, which I don't think is going to happen, now that I think about it again. But it's fine, because I have a bunch of energy and can just block a bunch. And I can kill you here. So now you're stunned. But I do need to kill you now. Which I can do. Alright. You know, it's starting to look up. Another Invoke might be good, honestly. I'll take it. I will take it. After defeating 5 elites, transform into a powerful relic? Yes, please. Because I do not want to lose HP. And going into here, I'm going to rest. Why? Because I need the health. Who is this? Oh, it's this fish. This dude loads you up with status cards. I don't remember if there's anything he does after that. I don't think there is. Like, I'm pretty sure the status is just a special thing, but I might be misremembering. So here I want to set up by summoning a whole bunch. Yeah, he loads you up with these, which, if you don't play them, can get very bad very quickly. And they tend to get very bad very quickly regardless. Okay. So... I think the move might be gigantification on this. Yeah, let's do it. Might have wanted to do that later, but it's too late now. Alright. Well, you're not attacking, so I might as well just summon. I didn't make a mistake because I blocked enough. Wait, no, I did make a mistake. This goes through block. Forgot about that. Alright. Then... definitely want to summon again. Block, and then I guess just invoke. Oh, you're also intangible every once in a while, aren't you? Forgot about that. You're not attacking, but I can block anyway, so I might as well. I need to block, which means this and that. Austy's taking damage here, though. My deck is filling with beckons. This is not good. You're not attacking though, so I don't need to defend. And now you're intangible, so I don't need to attack. Okay, well. I'm just gonna do this and hope to God that my next draw is good. I say that if I did not just kill Austy. That was the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life. Although, it wouldn't have mattered. I couldn't have blocked, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. I made an okay decision. Well, I definitely want to pull aggro and beckon. And, I mean, you're just going to deal 1 damage, so I don't need to defend. Alright. 19 plus 16 is how much? Well, doesn't matter, because I'm doing it anyway. because I can just play all of it. You're intangible. Ah. I missed that part. It's fine though. You die here. Very good. Alright. Squeeze is curious. I'll take it. It is 3 cost, but I do have invokes. So hopefully it's not too bad. I almost just spam clicked into taking something that I might not have wanted to take. I think Very Hot Cocoa is the move. And then from here, let's just go right path. They seem pretty even. Alright. Might as well just play everything. Defense is not needed at the moment. Oh, you're burrowing. Okay. Well, I can do this. Which, you know, gets the job done. Can I kill here? I don't think I can, but it's worth regardless. And you should die here. Very good. Alright. Let's take Snap over Sikkim. Finally getting more Austie attacks, which is good. I do need to remove another strike. Austie deals 11 damage and applies 2 vulnerable to all enemies. Isn't bad, but it is 2 cost. Austie heals 5 HP, so this isn't summoning, this is healing, which is interesting. It is, however, retain, so I think I might take it. Oh, and this just happened to be the 5th card that I added to my deck since I got the Book of 5 Rings. So I gained HP. I do need to take one of these. There's no skip option, so I think I have to flatten. Alright. So you cannot take more than 9 HP at once. However, you can take more than 9 in a turn, just not from one attack. So I definitely want to defend here. I think I'm gonna bodyguard, defend, and then invoke. Actually, I have all this energy. I forgot I had the cocoa. Okay, well then, I might as well just do everything. Because there's no downside to it. Now squeeze, it would be good if these guys didn't reduce it to 9 anyway. So it's actually pretty bad in this fight. so I don't know why I said it would be good. Because it's not. Okay, I can deal a decent amount here. Now, unfortunately, it's not as much as it would be if these guys didn't reduce every damage taken to 9. Hate that about them. But, okay, well, I want to kill you, but in order to do that, I actually need to flatten you. And, oh, I can make flatten free, though. So it's fine. Yeah. This is fine, and then I just need to hit you twice for 9 each. Which I can do with a flatten and well, actually, I need to wait another turn. There we go. You are dead. Gonna assume you're a bot unless you say something else in the chat. Especially since you did not just follow me. So, yeah. Get banned. Okay. I love bots. They're my favorite. Alright, so just gonna skip this, honestly, I don't need it. And here I am going to take the rest site to upgrade. That's a pretty good upgrade, I'll take it. Preferably in this fight, I kill the guys in front before this dude wakes up. I have 3 turns to do that. So, let's see if I can do it. I would like retain on you. However, I am playing you anyway. All the way down to 3 health. Okay, well, that's a shame. Luckily, I believe I can just kill you. Actually, I'm gonna do it to the guy in the back, I think. Like so. And then I'm actually just gonna end my turn. And let you wake up naturally. Alright. So now comes the actual fight. Which shouldn't be too bad. You do only have 86 health, although you do have block this turn. Spur is really good at the moment. So definitely gonna do that. And then I think I'm just gonna invoke and then summon again. Oh, a free flatten. My favorite. And then I can just play every card here. Osty is dead. That is not what I like to see. Okay, well. Here I want to block and block a lot. So, Osty, you're gonna die again. Here you die. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. None of this is good for me. Reap is actually just a worse version of the other card that I actually have. Just a worse version of Squeeze. If only I had gotten this last turn, I could have actually used it. Unfortunately, I need to block. So... Bodyguard, defend, and I guess snap since it's the only other card I can afford. Add retain to a card, I guess squeeze since I'm going to be playing flatten. Maybe that was a bad idea though, I didn't realize you had thorns. I took a lot of damage there. Damage I'd rather not have taken. Let's spur. Let's pull aggro so that I block and don't take more damage for no reason. You're not attacking me this turn, which means that I can attack you for a whole bunch and then squeeze you to death next turn. I'd rather block the first though. Oh, right. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Why did I do that? I don't know. What matters is that I did. Actually, that might have been the move, because I only took 1 damage instead of 5. So, maybe I did make the right move. I don't know. Definitely should have thought about it more, though. Start of each combat, gain 8 vigor. Interesting. What's the map look like? Couple of question marks, and... Okay, so I'm just gonna smith then. Probably squeeze, but let's see. Let's give these cards a chance. Invoke Plus is actually really good, so I think I'm going to take it. Oh, it's a fight. Lovely. Just what I didn't want. Alright, let's see what colorless card I get. I guess let's dramatic entrance. Let's kick in the door. And block. Because it doesn't matter. I have way too much energy this turn. Alright, you're dead. Which is good. And you're dead too, which is really good. The fight's over. 6. Yeah, I'll take it. Definitely want to take away another strike. Summon 20 exhaust. I kind of want to take that. Do I have any blocks other than the defend cards? No, I don't. So Fasten might be good as well. I don't think Reanimate is worth it. Especially since it has exhaust. What's your upgrade? Not worth it. I will, however, take this. Fasten is really good because my primary, and in fact, I think my only blocking cards are defense. No, I'll just return the key. And I rest. Because it is fighting time. Alright. So, the gimmick of this fight is that you take more damage if you're not facing the same as if you're not facing the direction of the guy. So this dude deals more damage if I'm not facing him, and this guy deals less damage if I am facing him. Now I am taking damage here. Also got off a good amount of those, so I'm not too angry. Okay, well, definitely want to block. Actually, full aggro is better here. And then I can just unleash. Osty takes quite a bit of damage there, but at least he keeps some. Definitely want Fasten here. And I need to turn around, so I have to attack. And then I guess Spur. You're gonna go back down though. And then here I need to turn around again. Oh, I don't have any blocking cards. So that's a lot of damage that I just have to eat. Which is not what I like to see. I can just play everything here. You still deal more, but you're blocking now. Well, I guess I can't attack anyway. I do block for enough, though. Here, though, I do need to turn around. Alright, so I can play everything here. So I guess I might as well, right? Taking, again, a decent amount of damage. At least Asti is. Um... And here I hope to kill you. Unfortunately, it seems like that might not be possible. So instead, I'm gonna just drink a lot of gonna drink the Dex potion. And just... tank a lot of damage. Again. Now the good news is I can kill this guy. The bad news is now I really need to kill you this turn. And I can. Very good. Epoch discovered. We'll check that out later. Nothing here that I want, so I'm just gonna skip it. All right. Ooh. I think I'll take the gold, ma'am. Or mister, or whatever you are. I'm not sure. Serendipity incarnate. Nanupi. Whatever. However you pronounce that. And because I have so much money, I'm going directly into the shop. Not directly, but I'm taking the fastest path. Alright, so here. Play everything because I have ample energy. Here I would like to block. So if I play this, the other one is free. That's the thing, right? But if I play this, I have extra energy next turn. Truly a dilemma. I want this. Because I can get Squeeze. Because I played that, I can actually play Squeeze. That is, if it's the best option. I'm not sure if it is yet. I think it is, though. That is. Here... That's a lot. Well, it's only 5 damage, actually. Squeeze again and you're dead. Very good. None of this I want. Alright. A second squeeze, I don't think is worth it. Definitely want to remove this strike, though. Cost X cards are increased by 2. I don't have any of those. Upgrade 3 random cards to your draw pile for the rest of combat at the start of boss combats. Or at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. I'll take these 2. And nothing else. Thank you, good shopkeeper. Obtain Forgotten Soul. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Well, okay. I don't exhaust cards, though. Alright. Let's see. Well, immediately I notice I can kill one of you. So I'm going to be squeezing the guy in the middle. Like with certainty. So I might as well just do it now. Now, as for the other guy, hopefully I can kill the guy in the back this turn. Yes. Okay. I can also flatten you. And I can't kill. But what I can do is play every card in my hand. And then kill you here. Very good. We're cruising. This might actually be a decent run. I'm hesitant to add another flatten to the deck. I think my deck is big enough as is. I don't think I want to add anything unless it's like stupid good. An additional 5 block from defend cards. I mean, I might as well play it. Right. I think here I attack the guy in the front. I don't need to block. Here, though, I do need to block. What card do I get? Another Invoke. Okay, definitely not playing that one, though. I think what I'm gonna do here is this. I do take damage, but it is less than what I otherwise would have taken. Again, I'm taking damage, but it's less than I otherwise would have. This I do not like. That I really do not like. I might as well kill the guy in the front. And I need to block, which would be this. That's a lot of damage that I'm taking there. A lot of damage. I really don't like that. Okay. Well, hopefully I can kill this turn. At least one of them. And I will not be able to. What I can do is set up for next turn and hope I kill there. Remember what I said about this run going well? I'm starting to realize that might not have been the case. If I attack like so, you're dead. And that is what I like to see. And then I can play every card, and that still makes me take 6 damage. Here, luckily, I don't take any damage. For the first time in literally forever. You are dead. Thank God I made it through that fight. I don't know if Poke Plus is even worth it. Honestly, I don't think it is. I'm gonna skip it. Definitely entering the shop, though. Start your combat, heal 2 HP. Start each combat with a strength. I don't even think I want to remove any cards. There is another shop for the end. So I'll save some money here. Definitely want to rest here, though. Hopefully this fight is not as hard as the last. Oh, it's this guy. This guy just floods your deck with status cards. Well, Flatten is free. So I might as well, right? And, in fact, everything here is free. Yep, it's this guy. Alright. So. Blocking is not useful at the moment. I'm weak. Does that apply to Asti attacks? I don't know, but I definitely need to block, and that requires me to draw something good here. It did not. Okay, well then. That's a shame. I can just play everything though. So, Aussie's just taking a hit. More slime. Oh boy. I'm debating playing this. 7 times 4, 28. It won't get through Asti. Yeah, I think this is the bullet. I think that was the play. And then here, with luck, I can kill. I did not get lucky. But that is simply the way of the world sometimes. With luck, I can kill next turn, though. Okay. Okay. Oh. Lovely. I did not get lucky. Okay, well then. With luck, I can kill this turn. Thank God. Okay. I think again I rest here. Mostly just in case this next guy is a fight. It isn't, okay. Give the Book of 5 Rings for 2 random relics. Yeah, I'll do it. Because we're about to end the run anyway. I don't need the Book of Rings anymore. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. If you end a turn with at least 10 block, deal 6 damage to a random enemy. Okay. Not awful cards. Or not awful relics. Okay, so here I see nothing that I want in terms of cards. You're decent. I do want to take some potions as well, though. Probably these two. And then here I can upgrade one final card, which will probably be... Probably Invoke. Alright. I forgot I got 3 random upgrades from this. Alright, so this is a guy who, every time you kill him, comes back stronger. And with a new gimmick each time. Right. I don't remember what the gimmicks are, to be honest. But what I do know is that I definitely want to invoke. Oh, wait, yeah. Whenever I play a skill, you get strength. Yeah, I remember that now. That's your first gimmick. And that's a really bad gimmick, because I have a lot of skills. That's my main shebang. Yeah, so it's not great for me. I am going to do all of this, though, because if I remember correctly, when you die the first time, you get rid of the strength. So this should remove all the strength, and then just to set up more, I'll play all of those. I forgot I got these. So yes, I do want to gain the strength. Each time I receive unblocked attack damage, receive a wound. Okay. Honestly, that's better than the other thing. Alright. I can't quite play everything. Definitely want to summon, though. I definitely want to invoke. Oh, I can play everything. Okay, great. I didn't get a wound. Interesting. So in this case, Austie doesn't count as me. You're dealing 40 damage. That is a lot of damage. A whole lot more than I would like to take. So can I just kill you? Yeah, I can. In which case, might as well summon 5. And this is the last one, and every other turn you're intangible. I think I actually have a decent shot here of winning. I say that as I get no blocks. So, you know. You have retained, so I'm not going to use you. But the other 2 cards, I might as well just attack for the 1. Gonna take the regen potion here. Because I'm definitely losing health. Well, I'm not, actually. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Austie was so powerful there that he absolutely tanked everything. Here I block for all of it. Well, not all of it. As much as I can. And here, you're not attacking me. Unfortunately, you're intangible though. So, you know, there's that. I want to add retain to this. And then end my turn. Alright. So. I'm taking damage here, but I think it's worth it. It was not worth it because you're intangible again. I keep forgetting that you do that. Okay. I might want to say I might end up save scumming this fight. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I can go ahead and play this. And if there was any time, it's now. But I think I die here. Um... 14 times 342. Yeah, so I die here. Well, I'm not in the mood to save scum. Not right now. I'm already over time, so I'm just gonna take it. After I get the epoch, that'll be it for the stream. Hope you had a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. See what I get. Incident report. Accidentally entered a conflict between a boulder-throwing individual and flying automatons. Okay. Touched grass and died? That's a shame. The healer touched grass. That's such a shame. And these are things for Doom and such, and Soul and whatever. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.